as promised in this video, I'm going to be talking to you all about this. Stop calling yourself average. You can also check out Jessica Pezold. She is an English tutor who I'm doing this video challenge with. It's a month-long challenge and we're doing some videos where we've got the same kind of topic, theme, so you can go and see what she says about it, and some others which are just really like, it's you guys. So why is this one something that I wanted to talk about? Because I've battled with this myself. Most things that I'm kind of telling you in my probation officer videos and my tutoring videos are things that, yes, I've experienced it through others, so through helping others who are thinking they're average, but also myself. And I think that's, whenever I'm watching videos, I always want to know, what is the person talking about experienced? Think about how our lives are set up. If you are a person that has grown up in the school system, which many of us have, you know, I know a few people, I probably don't even know any my age that were homeschooled. You're hearing about it more often now, but for me, I grew up in the school system. So think about from the age that you're 4, even earlier, you know, if you've been at nursery, you are always thinking, what's next? You know, I can't wait to be 5, 6, 7. I can't wait to be in the next year above. I can't wait to be in the next class above. So for me, I probably started feeling this, noticing this when I was in middle school. So I was at middle school, you might call it different, secondary, I don't even know what, but you know what I mean. Middle school between about 10 and 13, 14. So you're put in sets, aren't you? So you're put in sets and that's based on performance, kind of where you are. But for me, I was always average. No, I was always in the average to lower set, never in the top sets for anything, apart from PE. Even though you're not in sets for PE, I was really good at PE and loved it. But that's not academic, is it? So that doesn't really count. That's kind of the impression I got. So there we are. If you've been at school, you've been told that things come in sets. You're either in the top or you're kind of average or medium. Again, with GCSE exam results, you know, I studied so hard and I got average results. You know, I got C's and some I got B's. I felt like I was Mrs. Average. No, I was never like brilliantly amazing at something. But same again, when I was at university, I felt like, well, Mrs. Average here, I'm not going to apply for like one of those Russell red brick unis because I probably won't get in. You know, it was all about my mindset. I just thought, well, I'm average, you know, I really struggled to get C's, so I'll just put down an average university. So through my whole kind of schooling, all of that, Mrs. Average, yeah, it feeds into your kind of sense of self, your identity, your mindset and all of this. Kind of just got in that trap of trying really hard, stressing myself out because I wanted not to be average for once at something. Same with uni, you know, I worked really hard. I got a 2-1, which is, I would say, above average, but maybe it's average. You know, I didn't get first. I got first in a couple of essay assignments, maybe 1 or 2. And then I go looking for a job after uni. And I get that realisation again, oh, I'm just average because I can't just get a top job after uni. But really, that is about knowing, and it is about mindset, because I thought that you can just come out of uni and roll into a top job because you've got a 2-1. No, that is not actually the case. Okay, so that was knowing. Mindset as well is, you know, I was in the mindset of I can do this. So already my mindset was in the right place because I was like, you know what, I've gone through uni, I've gone through school, I've got good grades. Why can't I? So it was kind of in that mindset of, well, I can do this, which is a good mindset to have. But you need to balance that with the reality that you still have to start at the bottom, whether you're average or not. You know, whether you've got first and really amazing grades, you still kind of got to start at entry level. Fast forward and I'm working kind of average jobs, was receptionist, doing admin for probation, and I used to see the probation officers and I thought, that is it. That is exactly what I want to do. That's all the skills and everything. That is just the ultimate, probably the position you're in right now. And there were, in the town that I was in, there were no probation officer job applications. Then I started thinking, well, I guess I'm just Mrs. Average. Am I delusional thinking I can get that kind of job? That kind of job is for only certain type of people, or certain, for me it was the age. It was thinking, well, that probation officer job is only for people that are like, I don't know, of a certain age, like 30 and above. I looked outside of the box. I didn't just sit back and think, well, that's it then. I'm only seeing, 30-year-olds and above doing this job. I'll just wait until I get to that age. No, what I done was looked for probation officer training jobs, and that's when I ended up going for the London jobs. Note this, number one, if you're feeling average and you're looking at people around you thinking, what are they doing? Where are they at? Firstly, you're kind of just making assumptions. You don't know what that person's journey is, how they got there. You don't know how old they are, maybe they seem older because they're doing a more responsible job. But don't let that stop you. Don't just sit back and wait until you can fit those shoes. Go and get them shoes yourself, basically. Go and find that position, which is what I done. That is when I started realising, and when I got the probation officer job, that actually I'm not average, because I managed to have an idea of what I wanted to do, find it myself, and got it. Yeah, it didn't happen instantly like that, but I done it. So kind of what I'm trying to say is, if you're ever feeling like you are average, think of this. Think, what is my mindset? Where has this come from? It's probably come from years of being in the school system, being in that system where we're separated into average goods, not so good, stuff like that. So believe that you can, because you can, and you can challenge that, and you can find your way out of that into a new situation. Even when you get to that new situation, you're likely to feel those feelings again. But again, don't compare your situation to someone else's. That is when you start feeling average. When that happens to me, I think, well, from where I have personally come from, I have done well. Yeah, if I compare myself to someone else, maybe I'm going to start feeling average again. But that's not really going to help me comparing myself to what this person's done. I don't know what their pathway was, what their background was, what tools, resources they had, what choices they made. No, focus on what choices, tools, resources you have, and believe that you can do it, because you can. Yeah, even if you were Mrs. Average like me, you still can. So if you're thinking now, probation officer job, you're not really sure what it is, it seems like something miles in the future. Yeah, it might be miles in the future, but you can, and you will set the steps to be able to do it. So let me know. I really like to know who's watching these videos. So let me know in the comments, what is it that you battle with, that you are feeling average with? I also write about this in my book, which is talking about my experiences. So it's called The Sex on Probation, a step-by-step system to reform your life and your mental jail. Another kind of surprise for me, how can Mrs. Average write a book? Well, Mrs. Average can write a book. So it's all about changing your mindset and letting go of what you were, what people told you were. You don't have to be that person. You can move forward and move on. Stick around, because I'm keeping up with this vlog video challenge. So I would love for you to stick around for that as well. Thank you for watching my videos. If you are watching this and you're a psychology and criminology student and you just struggle with essay writing, you just work so hard and you're just feeling overwhelmed, you get to that point where you're like, I'm doing everything possible, I'm spending ages on the essays, or it could be that you're just waiting until the last minute to do your essay because you're just putting it off, you don't understand the question, you don't get it, you've had online learning all week, you've just had recorded lectures, you've had no space for support, then I've got the ideal thing for you. It is Master Psychology and Criminology, the Essay Skills course. In this course, I will take you step by step through the whole procedure to write a better essay. So it will go through the planning stage, reading and note-taking skills, how to structure a paragraph, how to build an argument, critical analysis, editing and proofreading, all the steps required to write a really good psychology and criminology essay. And it's for psychology and criminology students so that I can give you real examples from this subject area. And obviously that is my passion. So sign up, I will leave all the details below in the video. It'll be great to have you. It's a live lesson, so it'll be live with me on Zoom and other students just like you. You will boost your grades by doing this. I work one-to-one with my students, and I'll just leave in the next video, the next slide, like some of their reviews, because they've really benefited from having someone take them through the journey of writing a good essay.